All right, well, then I think I will sprint and rally Harmon.
Focus. If only these guys were all within 4 meters of one another.
You can stride as a free action, right?
No.
As part of a dash or a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's free on top of another move.
Right, okay.
Oh, these guys... Well, these guys are relatively close to 4 meters. The range of an overkill terror. Alright, I'll move. I might as well try a sprint. Yeah, it works out well. How you doing, buddy? I'll end right there. I will aim, and I will attack with my longsword.
Skewer him. Do you get a bonus die for him being reeling?
I do.
You sure do, that's a D8.
I'm gonna just say, ow. Ooh! Jeez.
And he
that
wasn't
is gotta be
guarding
a
or anything
kill.
either. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 damage. You are hurt, so 8 damage. You guys have been typically soaking with 2 dice. So I think I've got the overkill here.
Down to 6. Yeah, that's overkill, isn't it?
And that is everybody within 4. So everybody but that, 9? Is now afraid as well.
What's the proper sound effect for this sploosh?
Wilhelm scream. It's always Wilhelm scream. Nice.
Nice effect.
All right. Is that everyone?
No, that was like 2 people. 3 people still have to act.
Okay, well, you killed the guy I was going to shoot, so I'm going to go after 2. Since he is not guarding. And reload and shoot.
Ah.
Nope.
Wait,
Wait,
what's against the extra D12?
did you say 9 or
Oh, is that
2?
range penalty?
The one that's reeling, or not guarding.
Yeah,
2.
that's 2, so he doesn't
Oh.
have the D12.
So that's a 3-point hit. Plus more because he's injured.
You might have it for range, actually. Isn't that the case?
No, because it'd only be a D8, because she's a sharpshooter.
Yep.
But he's not carrying a shield, so that D6 is at 6 is still a hit.
Still a 4-point hit.
Oh, he's gonna claim 11 as cover, isn't he?
Is he?
Which means
Throwing
11.
his friends under the bus.
Well, it means 11 has to make a roll to save himself. or whoever, whichever one you're. Has to be within 1 meter though.
He's too far away.
Well, he's within a meter of 11. Of course, that's Arclight ruler. I just realized. For some reason, I thought it was Rax.
I haven't been doing anything.
Well,
Oh, no,
Alright,
it's
so
my
that's
ruler.
3 points of
Sorry.
damage.
3 points plus 1, so 4.
Alright, so hurt, frightened, injured. Alright. And that leaves Kempf.
and Dr. Caesar, I believe, as well.
Indeed. I'll let him go first.
I'll get a little closer and start charging up. That way I'm ready for whoever grabs the fox.
Didn't you start charging last turn?
No, I fired last turn.
Did you?
I just
Okay.
missed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was while I was away. Sorry.
No
In my
problem.
head, you've been charging for like 3 or 4 turns.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and refresh flight, exhaust it to fly up, and then do a sprint with it, and then follow that up probably with an attack. So let's see how far I can even get. 15. Right above the melee, and I'm going to be at height of 4 at near range. There's only one person who's really scared,
Isn't
and
scared.
nobody's carrying our prisoner.
Nope.
I feel like it might be better for me to just sort of hover for the time being.
I mean, where we're going, we don't need roads.
I mean, just in case anyone dares to pick it up, in which case I will just kind of go, run! Don't you dare pick him up. And I'll leave that as my turn.
And that, I believe, is everybody.
So your turn was fly, move for flight, and then what? Refresh flight?
I refreshed flight at the beginning so that I could fly, so now I am flying right now.
Alright.
So I basically did not use an action here.
Guard, maybe?
I suppose I could guard in midair, yeah. Nothing stops that.
Yeah, 'cause as you stated, there is still one that's not afraid.
But I like my chances better when he won't be guarding later. So let's see what he does.
Well, he is going to attempt to rally the guy next to him.
Don't you do it. He did it.
And move. He is going to attempt to rally the guy next to him.
Well, at this point, he's not guarding, so that's good for us.
Yeah, guy that moved. No longer guarding.
That's successful. And he will move. He will attempt to rally number 13. Successful.
Hmm.
This is what happens when you yell charge. And then this guy is going to go.
Do you see what happens, Larry? Do you see what happens, Larry?
I was gonna go with more like,
This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens, Larry.
give me everyone. Everyone!
All right.
Love me some Gary Oldman.
I think that's everyone. Except for these two.
You okay without a rally this turn, Harmon?
Sorry, what?
You okay without a rally this turn?
I mean, if you got a better use for it, then be my guest.
Well, I was gonna do a move and attack 13.
Do it. I mean, everyone's in range of me. All I'm being denied is, well, hell, I could have aimed right here. I've got reach. I'm a giant.
Oh.
Call me Andre, motherfucker, because I love mints. Mind a D4.
That's the defining feature of Andre the Giant right there. He likes mints.
No, because the when you go to a hotel, right? The mints you usually find on pillows are Andre.
Ha.
That's why I followed up the joke with the mind of D4, because those are called Andes. You really got to be in my head to get the jokes.
We really do. They're worth it. So was that the last of them then?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, Nofiro was already making his attack.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
On 13.
Speaking of which, 13 needs a defense, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He is, however, the one guy who can actually guard.
Didn't do him any
That
good,
did-
though.
Okay, so that's 3 damage.
Ow.
Ow.
All right, who's next?
So are any of them actually carrying the fox at the moment?
No.
Nope. But I can zap someone.
Do I want to do shenanigans?
That's a
What?
pistol whip him.
I'm gonna reload and sprint.
I'm gonna hurt a fresh body. I'm gonna hurt number 9. Zappity zap.
Remember, you can add your stride to that sprint.
And I guess I also float a little bit too.
We all float.
All right, that's 3 points of damage through.
Alright. And then to finish it off, I'm going to refresh flight and then immediately exhaust it to go ahead and sprint somewhere. 11. Where am I going to go? Just modify my window. I want to head this direction. There we go. 11 paces over there, and also land. That's my turn.
Alright, Kemp, what are you gonna do?
Could you perhaps go first, Harmon?
Sure. I'm going to aim. Hold on, I gotta zoom in to see numbers. I'm gonna aim at number 9 and use my longsword to attack. Rerolling my strength because my favorite sword. And then I also have a bonus D8 because he's reeling.
Which one are you going after?
I said 9. So 1, 2,
Oh, okay.
3. 3 successes. You are hurt. So 4. So 6 damage. So 4 damage. You are dying. Yeah, I was hoping to get another overkill in there. If technically I should have gone with 2, but I said 9 first. Now I wasn't going to take it back.
I was kind of hoping you'd go after 2. Because now shenanigans feels a little bit more tempting.
Do shenanigans.
Alright, shenanigans way. Can I create Earth to raise our friendly little fox up on a platform so that they're going to have to climb to start carrying him off again?
I don't really see much benefit to that, in that it'll mostly bring him up to shoulder height.
Dropping down into a pit so everyone has to climb down first to get him.
Why don't you just make the ground so imperceptibly taller than it was before that everybody trips because they don't notice it? Also, for all the times that you've said shenanigans, Max, pistol whip him.
Ow! Well, alright. The GM is nixing shenanigans. I suppose I can take a spell pot shot at 2 instead. Go ahead and roll his dodge.
Alright. Is that 2?
So that's 3 successes. 5, so 6 damage because a critical.
7.
Oh, I
See?
forgot about
Oh,
being.
wow.
So you got the
was that 2
overkill.
ticks, so down to 8 actually? Is that massive overkill?
No, you only got 3, so that's only 1 critical.
Right. But it's got both wounded or injured and.
Oh, right,
critical.
yeah. Hurt and injured, so 2, plus your 3, 5, plus critical, 7, plus the 2 base.
Plus-
Does 2 base or 1
Oh,
base?
Jesus. 2 base.
So 9.
Yeah, 2.
Plus the failed botch soak, so 10 damage.
Oh, good God.
Jeebus. No, stop. He's already dead.
So, the earth envelops him and he gets pulled down.
Bone meal.
How much longer do we plan on going?
Normal end time would be about 30 minutes.
Ooh.
It's up to the
This
GM.
looks like, yeah, this looks like it's going to be wrapping up pretty soon, one way or the other.
Okay.
So does that make everyone afraid? Or at least everyone in this sort of...
Everybody in that radius is already afraid, except for 11. So 11 is afraid now.
Looks like 7 might also be in range for it.
I don't think so. Where was he? He was.
About
Nope.
here.
Yep, he is. He's in range.
Yeah.
All right. And that's when you find out I've been their ally the whole time.
Oh, Jesus!
The world's worst friend, then. Jeez. Okay, my plan is I'm going to infiltrate them and then slaughter half of you.
Hey, to be
All
fair,
right,
you never said what
so-
my goal was.
Oh,
So
So
at
they
this
only
point,
have one guy who could. Number 6 is the only one left in the fight, right?
yeah.
But again, you've seen what they've been doing every time. You leave one up and he rallies everybody else.
Okay. Well, then for my action, I will aim and shoot number 6.
It's their turn.
Well,
Okay.
at this point, they're going to be falling back. Uh, this guy is going to be grabbing his buddy who isn't dead yet.
I guess the question is, if they're all fleeing, do we have the intention to run them down and slaughter them? If not, I guess we're just letting them leave.
All but one. But here's a real question. Do we want to do that mechanically, or do you want to hand wave it? Because we're not all that injured. 2 of us, at least, can speed through them and catch up with them constantly. And they've got miles of turf to travel through.
we do want at least one to return.
That's what I just said. It's all but one of them.
Oh, that's vicious, Herman. Harmon.
I don't know who Herman is, but...
Sorry,
Maybe we could just
Harmon.
make a strength
You
check
spoke.
to grab one of them before they leave.
No, literally I'm saying I will chase all of them down through the woods and kill them every turn until only one is left. And I'm saying that you as a flyer can match my speed or faster than me, so you can do it by the air as well. So 2 of us at least can make sure that there's only one that survives.
You can definitely catch the ones that are carrying their dying friends, but the ones that are just panic fleeing.
I can
will be
move faster than a D10 speed person, and he can move
except
faster
they
than me.
Are sprinting. They are doing a full run.
I can run at 30. What can they run at?
Yes, but you can't attack after that.
I can get ahead of them. Again, they've got miles of forest that they have to get back
And then
to.
they run in a different direction.
And he can fly through the air, and he's got observation.
My plan here, then, would be to fly over to the ones carrying their friend and go, if you surrender, I will offer immediate treatment for your friend.
I was really
They'll
hoping.
take that.
I was really hoping you were
Sweet,
saying
okay.
you were going to set the forest on fire.
Oh. I mean, I could. I'll probably set myself on fire in the process, but... So I'm gonna form a little powwow over here with whoever is choosing to surrender with their friends. Hey, how's it going? So I'll go ahead and do medicine there. Tell them if you want me to roll.
How much poison do you actually give them?
And then these other 2 here are booking it.
They can't escape me, but I see what you're trying to do, and I'll let you do it. Me reeling every turn does not stop me from getting ahead of them.
Yeah, but they can stay out of your combat reach at the end of their movement.
It becomes an overland chase at this point.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm saying I can win that.
Hmm.
But I'm not trying to take up all the time being a solo act.
I think Harmon could definitely catch one, possibly two, but if they literally scattered in different directions...
No, I understand that point, too. Yeah. I'm saying that one or two of them couldn't be able to escape me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Or, boom, I'm saying one of them could not escape me. I've already proven I have no observation. If I keep my eyes on the prize.
Mm-hmm.
So which side are we going to handle first? The brutal hunt or medic tent?
Well, there's nothing to handle.
Brutal hunt. How long does it take you to chase down?
I could catch them before they get off the map. That's why I'm saying that they can't get away from me. So I'm not doing a brutal hunt though. If you don't want me to catch up to them, I'm not catching up to them.
Well, on this map, if you run up to where they're running, and then the Pharaoh automatically will rally you, so you're focused, so then you can interrupt his run to strike him down.
That's an awful long-range rally.
I have commanding leader.
To recover his reeling after he runs?
And possibly make him focused.
Oof.
Okay, so that first one fails.
Well, there's no penalty up the short range because I have commanding leader.
No, I think what he's getting at is you would rally me after I ran, which is over 30 away. But again, I don't know why we're discussing this, because I said I wasn't going to do it because the GM doesn't want me to do it. I'm literally trying to save us time, but we're spending time doing this.
Well, Max is going to, since the battle is over, Max is going to recover the firearms that she dropped in the battle, reload them, and then go to the guy she shot and take his chainmail.
All right.
Kunabald will help Dr. Caesar by basically retrieving the weapons, gathering up all the weapons of those who have surrendered.
All right.
Yeah, just set them over there for now. They can get them on their way out. Well, now that I have all of your attention here, I'm going to go through you one by one, and I'll just ask some questions. When we're all done with questions and bandaging, you're free to go.
All right.
So, your employer. They wouldn't happen to be called, what was it? The Recondite, would they?
It would.
Warlocky type?
Yep.
Interested in perhaps foul magics?
No more foul than you guys are interested in.
I see. Well, I suppose that at least settles one worry of mine. That makes me feel better. So, what do they want with this fox over there?
Well, we're not exactly in her, we don't exactly know her motivations. But it sounded like she was mainly interested in, mainly upset with you interfering in the deal with the slaver. and the recovery of the fox that you meant to purchase.
I see, but no indication of why he's so important.
No.
Just out of curiosity, how much was she paying you?
Also, what color is the fox? Is it a red fox? Is it a gray
It's a
fox?
gray fox.
Oh, it's a gray fox. Well, hello, Gray Foxy.
Oh, that's right. He's still conscious. They just picked him up and juggled him.
Yes.
Well, I don't suppose you might happen to tell us where your employer is, or where we might find them.
Well, there is a outside of Triskelion, a old windmill.
Windmill. And you said in which direction again? And he just sort of clarifies out where exactly it is.
All right. They'll give you directions.
I see. Interesting place to set up. Must be drafty. Oh, well, that's all I can think of for now, and that should set us on our way. What about you guys? You have anything on your minds? And just looks back to the rest of the group.
Well, yes, injuries suck. So, as far as the, I'll just take the chainmail since it's probably damaged at least a little bit after being shot. But the fox, I want to cozy up to the fox.
Yeah, the Pharaoh will also be grabbing at least this one suit of chainmail, unless we're taking the rest back to be sold.
So Caesar looks to everyone, asks if anyone has further questions, and sees the rest of the group just going about looting, and it's like, well, I guess they don't have anything they want to ask.
I will tell the mercenaries to inform their boss that we are still willing to sell the fox at agreed upon price to the slave.
Caesar just sort of groans at that.
I mean, the fox is literally right here listening. And not privy to any of our plans.
I'll take the fox and keep him company.
All right.
Come on, Foxy.
Alright, so other than that, I am going through each of these people one by one, settling hurt and stopping dying, of course.
But how much poison damage are you inflicting?
None, I'm a saint.
You're literally not. You have none of those gifts.
Never mind the murder back there.
That you're still standing in the middle of.
Hey man, he just doesn't want to do war crimes here.
All right. So you have location, you have the Foxy, and there's still that tiger whose information has turned out to pan out.
Has it?
This is awfully true.
I mean,
I'm
we
cool
don't
letting him
know.
go as long as he promises not to try and murder us.
I say we bring him back and have him put on trial.
I say we break his hands.
I don't exactly like the feeling of double dealing there, but I suppose maybe you feel better about that. But as for you mercenaries, please try your best to get some bed rest for the next few weeks.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah, we should also get treated.
I hope that splint will keep for the time being.
Well, I mean, injury is going to take like a week or more.
Oh yeah, the party's gonna have
a
to spend some
24
time healing up.
point injury quota. So every success that the doctor makes will reduce that quota by one. You can also reduce that by getting a bath, having good food, going to a comfortable sleeping in instead of sleeping on the ground.
Right. So
Heck,
every,
having foraging food, it technically helps here.
Well, it's not going to give you a bonus. It's just
Right.
going to feed you.
good food is what the book specifically says.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So,
travel grub gives you an extra d6 healing, which is funny.
Yeah, so
Like
you
the
can
most
actually,
meager
if you can
meal.
succeed on that roll, then you can get that point towards the injury quota. But
Mhm.
so far, all of us have to get 24 successes. If the doctor wants to do it one at a time, you can do that too.
But the idea
I
is
do
that
have at
could-
least 4 dice, so I could get 2 successes per each.
Yeah, just
roll,
wrote
I
it for
think.
each
Yeah, just
person.
wrote it.
That also works. So at least, yes, the bleeding is now staunched.
All right, so this seems like a good point to break.
And we can cover some mechanics of healing later.
Yeah, but you at least take the
Overall?
5 minutes to heal the hurt, which is what you
Oh,
need.
absolutely.
Yeah, the hurt goes, but the injury stays until 24 healing quotas are done.
I think Harmon's off to the side doing the Superman pose, just hands on the hips. Well, another fight unscratched.
Hey, you got scratched.
Doesn't
Oh,
count.
funny that.
Doesn't count because after 5 minutes, it's not there anymore. Any hurt you get that goes away after 5 minutes, not even a scratch.
With the bandaging and help, junk.
Nope.
So,
Anodyne. It's all anodyne.
Here we are.
So I played Lady Maxima Josephine Vivian Rinaldi the First, or just plain Max, and she has a defiant personality whose motto is "Don't worry, you'll remember me." I was defiant enough to shoot that guy in the face.
All right.
Today I've played Dr. Caesar the Small, the Raven Elementalist. His motto was, "I have cure for all ailments," and oh boy did he cause some and then cure them.
Okay.
I played Neferu, the Hyena Warlord. Her personality is overconfident, and she definitely bit off more than she could chew in this fight.
I played Kunibald Kempf. The motto, haven't prepared for failure, prepared for anything at all. And there was plenty of failure that had to be prepared for here.
I played Harmon Toradero, Donkey Soldier, personality Mercurial, and I went back and forth on just about everything I said.
Yes, but what did he do in character? Anyway,
The same.
So that's 2 experience for that, plus
What's 1 experience for that?
so this session was pretty much just the combat.
So should we figure loot out now while it's still fresh, or?
Everything
Yeah,
that has
taking a
an
note.
X on it is salvageable.
So we killed 5 people.
Except for this one here who got overkilled. So I'll just delete that one.
Okay, so 4 people. Technically, so
Or
okay.
it is.
So off of those corpses, do they have any
Sorry,
cash
2
on them?
overkills. My bad.
3 bodies then.
Okay.
Actually, I think you already removed one of the overkills.
You
Actually,
did.
I think the one over here was actually just a normal kill by me.
Well, no, I overkilled one, and
The one that I overkilled was so overkilled you removed him from the board the minute I killed him.
Yeah, the one that was number 1 here was my kill.
All right. So there was an overkill over that Harmon got over here.
right, Elto-san, you took that kill off the map.
Yes.
So 6 people total killed, 2 overkilled? Or 3 overkilled?
2 overkilled.
2 overkilled. Okay. So out of those people, do they have cash on the bodies?
A couple dinar. Walking around money. Basically, how much do you guys have on you?
What you can do is roll a career die. So
Like 4.
I have 8 because my career is D8.
I have 4 because I've spent some.
I have 6. I've spent none.
So do you roll the career die for that, or just
Yeah, I just if I'm GMing, I just roll the roll the career dice for just cash on hand that they have.
Conversely, argument I'm going to make here, we could figure out how much they got paid by the labor skill, and maybe they carried that on them.
They
Well-
probably wouldn't carry that in a battle.
I mean, I'm carrying my money in a battle. What can I say about them? We're both mercenaries.
I mean, I technically live where my wallet is, so.
Unless there's another force that they belong with.
Does Max leave her pocketbook in her house?
She leaves her most valuable possessions in a well-fortified counting house, yes?
Oh, right, because you have the gift of wealth. Maybe
Yes,
not the best
and-
example.
And I have 2 muskets that I'm not using that are currently in storage because I can't carry them.
Okay, bad example.
Well, us poor have to, like, carry our pocket change with us.
But just off of those 3 rolls there, that looks like it's 14 total.
Yeah.
So literally more than we would get from bringing the tiger
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, so we each get 2. One of us gets...
We each get 3, one of us gets 2.
I'll take the 2.
Okay.
I'll take the 2, the rest of you can get 3.
Okay, doke.
Okay. Yeah, and they have common weapons, so those probably aren't worth taking. And then there's the armor.
Yeah, remember everything has a 20% resale value.
Assuming you resell it.
I do need an armor upgrade, so I will upgrade from leather to chainmail.
Me too.
Wait, are you you're not wearing robes and armor, are you?
Technically, right now, no.
Okay.
Because there's no benefit.
Right.
That makes you burden.
Yep.
All right, it'll take a couple denarii and a blacksmith to properly fit them for you, but that's not too bad.
But there's still 3. Well, yeah. I got my kill. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Plus
I
my
think
kills.
Ironclaw-
Plus my kills from last time. Again, if we're comparing and counting. If I had to start making notches in something.
Well, if there's any extra suits, then we can either keep it to sell it or keep it and repair it for when we start getting allies to equip them with.
Well, I'm definitely getting an ally at some point.
So how many then are claimed?
I'll
I've
claim
claimed
one.
You've claimed
I'll claim 2 because, like I said, I am getting an ally to come in at some
and
point.
they're gone.
Cool. This is a good thing about fighting elites, is they have better stuff that you can take.
I mean, technically, we could just massively profit off of it, but I think living is better.
Well, if we were really cruel, we just tie every one of those guys up and kill them and take their shit, but we're not going to do that.
Indeed. I guess technically we do also have their long swords, and those have a value if we want to sell those later.
Yeah, actually, I was just looking it up to see how much they'd be worth. 'Cause
Yeah, they're not worth it.
You say that, but I might want to carry them back myself. I totally forgot there was something I wanted to buy.
It's 3 denarii each, and 60% of that would be, well,
No, 20% is their sell back
It's 20% of 3. So it's less than a single denarii.
value. Yeah, but how much do they equal up to altogether? I feel like you haven't been broke.
0.8.
You're not speaking the language of broke, Liz. Have you not gone to the bank to roll all your pennies into the machine before?
Oh, I've done that, sure.
All I'm here is look at me, I'm a murd hobo.
Yeah. Well, see, all I need is 15 dinar to get my sweet close weapon. And I've got 8 now.
We could just, keep them to use as a armory.
Backup weapons, essentially.
No.
Yeah, if we ever need to arm some random allies we get.
How many of them are there?
They get injured.
Well, if there's 6 people that we killed, and each one of those is worth 3 dinar,
So
We
3.6.
technically only have
that's
4
18
bodies.
total. And if we were to sell them, we would have 20% of 18. So that would be 1.8 times 2, which is 3.6.
Yeah, so I just said 3.6.
Yep.
Of course, I went 3 times 0.2 times 6, so different math. Same way there.
So it would be worth 3.6 dinar,
Which
which you'd have
puts
to
me-
carry.
Yeah, I can carry it, though. I'm like literally as strong as you can get as a character.
Okay. It's 1.5 stone to carry all that, but yeah, go for it.
My armor alone is 8 stone. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you from all the way up here.
Well, ain't that a pickled peach? Okay.
I'd be on a high horse, but I almost am a horse.
So did you end up letting the tiger go?
That's
Wanna
10
put two in a
dinar.
boat? Actually,
I'm in
if you go by
agreement too.
them-
He came through on his end.
Yeah, I say let him go. He came through. His information was accurate. And
Well,
we-
I will try to make friends with the Grey Foxy next time.
All right. So afterward, this was mainly a combat session. I tried to make it so that it was challenging with my actual intent was having a serious chance of getting away with the fox. I think I may have underestimated what was required to get out, but it felt like I was a little strong going in.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, we were on the ropes there for a little bit. I mean, we're
Three
all
characters are
injured.
now
That takes a
injured.
long time to get rid of.
What, you mean the
If I didn't
three?
play my
Wasn't there
card
like
right
3 combat
before.
saves popped?
Yeah, I used my
Yeah.
combat save.
I used mine. I don't think anybody else did though.
If we got attacked by a typical force right now, we'd be struggling.
If they had ranged weapons, I'd be injured too.
Yeah, I had none of them having ranged weapons. This was
Yeah.
just
The only
throwing
thing that
bodies.
saves me is gimmick. Gimmicks are good though.
It's a good gimmick.
So, by the way, since I had to leave early last time, with the goal capture Samlin the Slaver, that guy, have we technically fulfilled that or no?
Yes, and you got a go ahead and retrain this gift, local area knowledge to this place.
Okay, sounds good. So 5 XP it is.
Would you say we accomplish any sort of goal here, and or should we make our goal to find recondite?
Yeah, I wouldn't really say that you accomplished a goal just sitting out in a campsite for 4 days and fighting a combat.
Can we
Uh,
take the goal to capture the Warlock or confront the Warlock?
Sure. Confront the warlock.
Confront probably. Yeah. I'm still hoping to get paid by this warlock, so confront sounds okay.
Capture
To me.
/ confront the Warlock.
I don't know why the warlock would pay us.
Hey, we have the nice friendly fox we can sell the warlock.
Or we
It's a Grey Fox. I don't know. It
could
might be my cousin.
just kill the warlock and take everything they own.
So the adventure as written assumes the mercenaries succeed. Like in an
Really?
aside.
Well, joke's on them then.
If
Anyway,
the players are early and deal with Sommerlin before Recondite comes back, Recondite will hire mercenaries to deal with the players and to take the air away from them.
oh, so he's an heir, eh?
To be fair, they didn't fight us to the brutal, deadly end, so
Also, how would
that's-
she know to hire mercenaries if she never came back?
Because you scattered slaves to the 4 winds.
What
slaves and the slavers that we let escape.
I would say, what stupid slaves go back and tell everybody that, hey, we escaped slaves?
Well,
I believe in the system so much that you should put me back into slavery.
And not to mention, we went to the place that they would check.
Yeah, acting as the slavers.
Well, folks, it was fun, but I must be off. So,
All right.
till next time.
See ya.
Don't forget your plus
Alright.
1 experience for debrief.
Yep.
You were here this
Yay.
time.
Hooray. Alright.
So that's 2 XP total for today's session.
And I suppose the next point of order might be, would you like us to handle downtime between the week? Or should we just wait until the next session?
Well, we still have
I
to
think
travel.
we'll just wait for the next session.
Okie doke. I will just sort of have it planned out then.
All right.
I think it was like 24 quota for injury.
Yeah.
We'll decide what we're doing next session before we start figuring out recovery while we're doing
Well,
things.
I mean, recovery takes forever. That's why you always try to avoid injury, because you're only going to recover like 1
Right.
to 2 points a day. That's why you have to.
And
pace
with
it
the
out.
doctor, you recover an additional 2 if I'm just taking the road.
Well, no, I was counting that.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
only
basically-
you count like 1 if you succeed, and you count another one for like bed rest and a good meal. So it's usually like 2 a day.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like look at the mechanics and have suggestions ready for next time.
I figure that injury will pretty much last until the next adventure. After the current adventure, there'll be a time skip, and you can heal up then.
Yeah, if we just say, well, we start rushing out there, then it's like, well, we have like 2 days to travel back to the city, and then however many days to the windmill.
At least
Which is
combat
not
save-
enough to remove injury.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't, unless I'm absolutely godly or something.
It should be enough to give us back our combat saves, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got it wrong. You were right, Griff. Every success you roll is 1 off the quota. I don't remember why. Even all the characters I've had that have been injured in the past, I always thought it was just like you have to roll any success and it's 1.
Right. But yeah, I'm just gonna spend some time looking at so I can fulfill my role whenever we need it.
All right. So I hope you guys had fun. I hope this doesn't become too much of the same thing over and over.
I hope to
Gotta
God. I hope to God there's some smaller space fights that we might have, like small maps, like corridors or something.
Into the dungeon with us.
Well, I mean, maybe we fight somebody in a tower or their home or something. I know it doesn't always have to be fights. It's just smaller things are easier to keep a camera panned on.
Yeah, that.
Fair enough.
This is. We drew a huge box canyon, and then we actually shrunk it when we dropped the scale.
Yeah, technically.
It's like no wonder the slavers' helpers couldn't get to combat.
Yeah, but I mean, technically, the combat movement worked a lot better this time.
Yeah.
I didn't move like
Alright.
an inch on the map with a 30 movement.
So I actually had the 2 guys who attacked Liz like moving up the ridge. They made a stealth check when I first set them up, and a second stealth check just before they came over the ridge.
Fair enough.
And then I was mostly counting on the fact that nobody was scrolled over that far to notice them.
I
did,
totally
I
saw it and just didn't say anything.
I saw it and thought they were the 2 extra ones that you had removed from the map and just hadn't bothered deleting.
I didn't see them, but then again, I'm zoomed in close, so the camera sees everything.
Yeah, I panned like all the way out and then some. I really wanted to help Max out, but it's like, well, I got incoming. I just can't.
But you understood what I was talking about mid-game with the declare first, right?
Mhm.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
round. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because that is actually an important mechanic. You declare first and then roll second.
Yeah, I figure it's not important enough to make people re-roll if they went, I attack, click click the hot link.
Well, no, more. Well, yeah, it is important that players follow that rule too. But I mean, more also on your side of things. Because, like I said, if you roll your dice and I haven't declared what I'm going to do yet, then I'm going to see what you've rolled and I'm going to base a decision on that, consciously or not.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was written in the rules to clear first. I know it's in Myriad Song.
Well, at worst case, it's a bonus to players.
Fair enough.
Is it? That was a joke on being fair. That wasn't a sarcasm. I know sometimes I come off as more sarcastic than anything.
All right. Well,
All right.
all right. See you all next week.
Yeah.
All right. See you around.
Dropping out of the call and hitting the restroom.